With season 12 of Futurama airing, I can't think of a better time to bring it officially into my lineup, so in keeping with my other videos, I'm going to try and figure out just how old is Philip J. Fry. So this one was a true challenge because Futurama's canon probably has the most time travel out of any show that is not actually about time travel. I mean, off the top of my head, I can think of 5, and I'm probably missing one. But luckily, with only a couple of exceptions, none of this really affects Fry's age too much. Most of them only take place over a few hours or maybe a couple of days at most. But when it does affect him, it actually does affect him quite a bit. So also, Futurama doesn't show all of its holidays, having only 4 real Christmas episodes, so I couldn't really use those to figure out how old he was. And so I just kind of had to do my best here. And let's find out how old is Fry. And one last caveat, I'm going with the Hulu list for the Futurama episodes. That's a little bit easier since they broke up a bunch of the movies into just one big season. So that's why if the numbers don't seem to add up, that's why I'm just going off the episode list on Hulu. So Fry was born August 14th, 1974, making him 26 years old when he was originally frozen for the first time for 1,000 years. Making him 1,026 years old in the pilot episode Space Pilot 3000. Now, Futurama is actually really good at giving us dates to keep up with the times, so I'm not going to go through everything. Just do yourself a favor and check out the wiki and the link in the description to actually read through the entire significant events of the Futurama timeline. But what I can tell you is by the time of season 6, Bender's Big Score, or the movie, whichever one you would like to watch, we find out that the year is 3007, making Fry 1,033 years old at the beginning of that season. But then in Bender's Big Score, Fry ends up going back in time a couple of times in quick succession on January 1st, 2000, but accidentally goes back to the future, then sets the dial for another 7 years to bring him back to modern day in the year 3007, meaning we can now add another 1,007 years, making Fry 2,040 years old at the end of that movie / whatever episode you're wanting to watch. Then, in season 7, episode 7, The Late Philip J. Fry, the year is 3010, and Fry moves into an alternate universe, killing himself in that universe and taking his place, but both Frys at this point were 2,043 years old as of the time of the other Fry's death. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, time travel can be a pain. Then we find out the year is 3012 in the season 9 episode 2, A Farewell to Arms, where the Martians predicted the end of the Earth, making Fry at that point 2,052 years old when the world almost ends. And then not a whole lot happens that's significantly worth talking about, except when we get to the season 10 episode 13, Meanwhile, where in the year 3013 at 2,053 years old, Fry gets his hands on a device that can stop time. Now, at first, this only amounts to a couple of hours until he falls off of a building, and him and Leela end up breaking the device and freezing time in its place. Now, while this is happening, Fry and Leela still age, getting married and kind of growing old together and just living out their lives. Then we actually find out in the season 11 episode 1 that even though everyone was frozen and Fry and Leela got reset back to their younger selves, time still moved forwards, making the year 3023. So only 10 years had passed, making Fry 2,063 years old. Now, you could take this a couple of ways. One, only 10 years passed for Fry and Leela as well, making Fry 2,063, and they were just really bad-looking 63-year-olds, which seems to be what the show has made canon. 2, they were in their early to mid-70s or early 80s based off of their appearance. 3, since they have no memory of this happening and their bodies revert back to normal, this shouldn't even really count towards their overall age. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to go with the canon and stick to option 1, but let me know what you guys think down below what we should do. Either way, coming out of this, Fry would spend the next 9 months binging on Hulu, making him 2,065 as of season 11. Then, in the season 12 episode Quid Game, the whole episode takes place on Fry's birthday, making him officially 2,066 as of the most current episode of Futurama. And if this changes, a new episode drops basically tomorrow. So if this changes in between then and then, I'm sorry guys, I've done my best. As of recording this video, Fry should be 2,066 years old. except for the fact that Fry is currently a clone of the original Fry. Yeah, I'm sensing a trend between all of these shows where like characters just randomly get replaced, killed, or brought back to life. So, sort of in between season 6, episode 16, Into the Wild Green Yonder, and season 7, episode 1, Rebirth, Fry and most of the Planet Express crew actually die through a long series of events are eventually brought back to life by Professor Farnsworth. Now, obviously, the clone is still going to have all of Fry's memories, so his mental age will still be the same, and physically, he has the same appearance as Fry when he was cloned, but technically the clone is only 26 years old. The same age that Fry was when he originally went to the future in the first place. So this means that the original Fry died at a ripe old age, mind you, of 2,040 years old. But there you have it, guys. The true age, at least as close as I can figure it out, of Philip J. Fry. And I'm sure I missed something or didn't take something into account that I should have. And if I did, and you guys know what it is, please leave all that in the comments down below, and I'll try and update my video. But while you're in the comments, guys, please remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you never miss another video from me, and I will see you guys in the next video.